Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is just part 2 of my last video, so just continuing on with the whole Google car metas. I still have 16 more for this video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. So if you ever find yourself in the American Samoa, you'll have one of these 4 cars. So you'll either have this one with like the big pickup truck thing in the back. You'll have this one that's sort of like the Bermuda car, but a lot less of the car is visible. You could have this one, which has like this orange tape and this chunky car, but the one that you'll find most often is just this normal one right here, with most of like the left side of the car visible and then the front too. So here is another very good meta. So this car is only found in Bermuda, the black one with much of the Google car visible. And Bermuda is very tiny, and it's sort of out in the middle of nowhere in the Atlantic Ocean. So if you know this, but your opponent does not, it's basically a guaranteed win. Okay, so here in Bhutan, Bhutan was covered with this car here. In some lighting, it looks white, like in this one, but really it is like silver. You can sort of tell on this right side. But yeah, Bhutan has a silver car, which is quite distinct from most other countries. So a very useful meta is the Christmas Island car. So if you see nothing else on the car except on both sides this back with like the pickup truck thing, that is only found in Christmas Island. So that is a teensy little island over here, south of like Indonesia. And yeah, if you see that car, you will literally only be in Christmas Island. If you ever see a black front of the car with 4 roof racks and like nothing else, no mirrors or anything, this car is only found in Curacao, which is this little island up over here. If you go north of Venezuela, you should see it, and yeah, that car is only found in Curacao. So if you see this car, it looks pretty weird. I don't really know how to explain it. Yeah, if you see this car, you'll be either in Dublin, Ireland, or in London, in the UK. It is much more common, though, to be found in Dublin. So especially if you see blue strips, I would just pretty much always send Dublin with this car. So this coverage right here, is called RE coverage, and it comes up a lot on maps like A Diver's World. And if you don't know it, it looks very annoying, except they're almost all like of this low quality RE coverage that's on A Diver's World is in Finland. So like this here we are in Finland. So yeah, a lot of the RE coverage on that map is going to be in Finland. So here I have one of the newer metas in the game. It was added like a couple months ago with the Africa update, and this is the Kigali car in Rwanda. So it's like the Senegal or the new Senegal or the new Kenya car, or like the new Doha car, but it is black instead of the like white or gray that those are. And this car is only found in one city, which is Kigali, Rwanda. So although there is very little coverage with this car, it comes up a lot on the world map. So it's like, so there's this dude sitting outside of it, 2 dudes, and there's like this roof thing. I don't really know how to explain it. It's really easy to know when it is, though. It's like a super easy 5K almost, because like it's out of all of the world, you just gotta come over here, and there's only this much coverage with this car. So just from this road to that road, and that's all the coverage that there is. This car, although it's very obscure, can be very helpful. If you see this car right here, this is the San Andres car, and San Andres is this little island. If you go to Nicaragua, you should see this town called San Andres, and this is where that car is found. So if you see this car that sort of looks like, I guess, a San Andres car, but you're obviously not in San Andres because it is very wintry, then you are going to be in Nuuk, which is just the capital of Greenland. It's right over here. There is a lot of different car metas in Nuuk. I won't be going over all of them, but I did go over 3 of them in my 35 ways to tell where you are in GeoGuessr if you want to see a couple more. So if you see this car with like, it's basically just a Ghana car, except instead of the tape being in the front upper right, it's in the bottom right. Nothing else really matters on the cars. If you see this formation with the tape, then you are always in Réunion, which is this French island to the east of Madagascar. So if you are in a rural area with not much information, obviously this one has Korean and Korean poles, but a good way to tell South Korea is the black car. I'm pretty sure that older coverage in South Korea can have white car, and it's not always black car, but definitely the most common color of car that you will get in South Korea is the black car. Here we have this white car, and the 4 southern African countries with Street View all use white car. So here's South Africa. Be careful with this one though, because South Africa also has Gen 2 and Gen 4, but only the Gen 3 coverage has this white car. But if you go to any of these other countries, or if you're in any other ones, they all have only Gen 3 with only the white car. So here's South Africa white car. Here's Lesotho. Here is Eswatini. And then here is Botswana. So you can see they all have this white car, and Eswatini, Lesotho, and Botswana all only have this Gen 3 white car. A very good way to tell apart Ukraine from Russia is the red car that a lot of Ukraine has. It can be sometimes easier to see than others, but almost always, like, this is probably some of the least visibility of the car you will see, but you can obviously still tell that it's red. And yeah, the red car is only found in Ukraine, so that is a very good way to tell it apart from Russia or really any other country. So this here is the car that is found in the United States Virgin Islands. There's actually 2 of them. This is the car that is more often than not found on the North Island, but it can be found on the South Island. And then this red car here can only be found on the South Island. So that's just something to keep in mind. So like if you see the red car, always go South Island. Thank you guys so much for watching the video all the way through. If you guys could leave a like or subscribe, it would help me out a ton. And yeah, if there's any other like videos you want me to see, or any other like car metas you'd put for a part 3, that would be greatly appreciated. And also thanks to GeoHints. I'll leave the link in the description. It's also in the link of the last one. A lot of the locations in this video were from GeoHints. So yeah, huge thanks to them. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.